In a dim-lit tavern, smoke in the air, I gathered my friends with stories to share. We rolled out the dice, our hearts beating fast, in a world of magic where legends are cast. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. Through dungeons we wandered with courage our guide. The thrill of adventure we'd never subside. With each unearthed secret and each cautious step, we chase down our futures on every chance left. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. We summoned our courage as the lanterns dimmed. A beholder lurking with intentions grim. With blades at the ready, an incantation strong. The taste of vengeance, we will right the wrong. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. The bard sang a shanty of battles won and lost. As laughter echoed, we counted the cost. We dined upon a feast at the spit and grease. The smell of ale and the fires warm below. We gathered our party, ready to go. Fortunes favor the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we will find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. So here's to the warriors, the magic and might. To friends who stand tall through every dark night. With a toast to the journey and mugs in the air, we'll write our own story with fortunes laid bare. Force favors the bold, or so they say. With a roll of the dice, we'll find our way. Cards on the table, fate in our hands. In this life of fantasy, together we stand. So let's gather again under starlit skies, with echoes of laughter and our dreams on the rise. In this tale of legends, where magic is spun, we will keep rolling the fates till our journey is done.
All right, so quick recap over of last time. It was 1488. Y'all started in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Y'all were besieged by Kimmerus Nyman and his warforged companion, Diane, though to a lesser degree, to come out and help the people of Oakhurst in promise of some amount of payment, as well as potentially a clue or heading as to where even more, shall we say, lucrative jobs are found. You're taken to the town of Oakhurst. There you were beseeched to go to check out the Sunless Citadel, an old skulking ground for the cult of the dragon, which has since been reclaimed by, the ground. You went through, you found some traps, you decided, fuck that noise, and you continued on. You stumbled upon some goblins, or rather, you tried to break down a door, and some goblins heard you.
And then they didn't matter after that.
Yeah, because you basically successfully assassinated most of them, except for one, which, you hit it over the head with a giant hammer. It probably had a concussion and could not act fast enough, and then, became nice wall art.
It sure did.
So that is where we are at. You're still in this hallway, with having looted the, goblin bodies that are still there. Ralse is still chilling back in that empty room. And
just watching what I just watched.
Yeah. And just for reference, all of the goblin's items that you the goblin that you turned into a paste, are just, over here against like the wall and shit. They just fucking flew across the room back towards where you entered.
Oh, so we could still get them.
Yeah. But okay. It's like, coins are just, it'll take like a minute to like find the coin and shit. And of course it'll be covered in viscera, but
I pick up a coin covered in blood and start crying. Anyway.
So, now that we are here, what are y'all gonna do?
Before we get too further along, Adam, quick question. You said you have, as far as your equipment goes, you have just the dagger, right? For your weapons?
Yes. I have a dagger, which is basically the scarf. I have a scarf.
Okay.
But in the game, the scarf turns into the dagger, so that's why I have them both.
Okay.
I also have bird pipes.
Oh.
For some reason. I don't remember why I did that. Oh, because I had to. Yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so I should probably pull up my character sheet. I'm like looking for it, and I'm like, oh, it's not even up yet, because I was dumb and didn't open it.
Yeah, which, by the way, in case you're unaware, it's basically pan flute. It's another word for pan flute.
Okay. I feel like we talked about that before, because I was like, what the fuck are bird pipes?
Yeah.
So, Adam, are you able to use a short sword?
That's a good question. How do I...
It would be under your proficiencies. I think it would be like basic martial weapons.
Oh, crossbow, hand, longsword, rapier, short sword, and simple weapons.
Okay, well, I did pick up a short sword off that guard, so I'm going to give you that short sword, which a short sword... let me look, because I have one. Does 1d6 plus 3? Or is that just... Where's the plus 3 because of my dex? No? I don't know. I think it's 1d6 plus 3. That's what it says for me. And that is a martial finesse light weapon.
Alright, you said it was just a basic short sword?
Yeah, just a basic short sword.
Yeah.
Does 1d6 plus 3 piercing damage. Is a martial finesse light weapon.
Okay. Can I have both the dagger and the short sword equipped at once? do I have to pick?
I would say pick which one.
Mhm.
I'll go with the short sword then.
Yeah, because you're not using 2-weapon fighting.
And actually,
Yeah.
Although technically you do have it. So you could technically have both equipped. But 2-weapon fighting, what that does is basically you have one in your main hand and one in your offhand. Right? And essentially you use a bonus action use your bonus action to swing with the other one, the offhand one, but you don't add like your proficiency modifier to it.
I will just use the sword then.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd like
Shit.
to give Adam that short sword so that way he has something else other than the dagger. Something a little bit, maybe. I don't want to say better than dagger because dagger has its uses because daggers can be thrown.
Yeah. Just
But-
something that might be slightly more effective in
And I don't need to have 2 short swords, 2 daggers, and a rapier. I don't. I'm not requiring to need all of that.
Played Elden Ring, you get all the weapons. Power stance that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not
just
like what's that one anime character from the one anime show that holds like a sword in his teeth while holding 2 swords?
Zoro.
Yeah, that one.
Zoro One Piece. Or you could do Killer Bee style and have 8 swords.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to start rapping.
You have to rap. You have to.
Or you're not Killer Bee.
Yeah, you know what? I find that funny because I'm drinking Sage Mode.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. Man, Killer Bee's so fucking cool.
He is.
I love him.
He's a big dork. Also, Runa, just make sure you take that extra. You took that extra sword out of your
Yes.
inventory.
Yes, I did.
All right, good shit.
And to be a little bit in character here, I'll turn to Ralston and be like, "Hey, I think you might need this a little bit more than I do. So take this," and hand him the short sword.
Thank you. I'm still terrified.
It's fine.
You peek into the room to see if I'm okay. I froed up. I froed up everywhere. Anyway,
You're just sitting there with your jaw open like a fucking PTSD victim.
yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Mm.
Runa, I just dropped the thing.
Zack, quit dropping shit.
Yep. So,
Oh.
what are y'all doing?
Next,
Forward.
I'm gonna go ahead and suggest.
How many?
I'm gonna go ahead and suggest we grab the.
Come on.
We search the items covered in stuff because there might
Okay.
be something cool in there.
I'm having a technical issue. I can't get back into the fucking campaign. Come on,
Bro,
tablecloth.
God.
All right, I'm just gonna reload. Come on, there we go. All right,
There you are.
clicked one thing and it's like, oh no, end of all things.
Oh no, you don't.
No.
Never mind.
You have yours open,
Yeah.
so I've been looking off of yours.
Okay.
All right. So,
Maybe we should search.
so if you're gonna search for the other stuff, whoever wants to make the investigation check, roll it.
Who's got good investigation? I have +2.
Oh, wait, that's in skills, ain't it?
Yep.
I got +0, so not me.
I stand there and I look at the both of you and go like, you're really going to paw through that? What if I do it if you want to?
I'm not afraid.
I am afraid, but I gotta do it.
All right.
So investigation.
Yep.
Wow,
Yes.
5. Never fucking mind.
All right. Yeah. You find 2 extra gold pieces and a very crude necklace of sorts. It honestly just looks like bit of rusty chain that was kind of forced together to look like a necklace.
Oh.
Or it might have been holding something. You don't know. It's covered in blood and viscera.
I'm gonna not take that. I'll take the gold though.
Yep. So just 2 extra gold for you.
Yeah, so I take the gold, I kind of wipe it off on Erin's clothes.
Fine.
You're covered in blood anyway.
Always covered in blood.
Well, then what's the fucking problem? Anyway, I wipe gold off on Erin's coat, and then I put it away.
I just smashed a rat.
And then I go, that might not have been worth it after all. You're right. But it's okay.
Yeah.
We should go.
I'm
Well,
always prepared to give you something, but that that roll was just not there.
alright, so, now that we're done with combat, I would like to, again, try to lockpick that door that's in front of us.
Alright.
And I had looked up online, I think lockpicking, because I have proficiency with thieves' tools, is like a d20 plus my dex plus my proficiency modifier.
Alright.
So d20 plus, what the fuck is my dex? It's a 5. And then plus my proficiency modifier is, where am I looking for that? Am I blind? Where's my, oh, there it is, 2. $17. Total.
Nice roll. Nice roll. Let me just make sure I'm looking at the fucking right thing. Yeah. You go to jiggle the lock. You think, oh yeah, surely I must have it this time, and nope, still not quite.
Oh, damn it.
Really? Jesus.
Yep.
Smash it? Smash it?
Also, Zack, I can't interact with my token.
The hell? You should be able to.
I'm
Let's
doing
see
mine.
here.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, now I can.
Alright, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I know you were able to before. I don't know why. For some reason it went private?
I don't know.
That was weird.
That's okay.
Alright.
The DM calls just like, no, you cannot use your own body.
You've been possessed by a spookum. Oh.
It's like, oh no, you're walking in the direction of the plot. I can't control that. Just railroading in the shittiest way possible.
Alright, well, since we're done killing the goblins, I can't open the door. I'm just gonna tuck myself into the corner over here and just be stealthy again.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll a stealth check?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. What is my stealth? 5. Okay. 19.
19. Yeah, no. That is not challenging for you in the slightest. You know exactly how to blend into the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
I'm gonna
you-
just sit there until, I don't know, Erin or Rouse decide to... I'm sorry, Tiger or Rouse decide to... which way they want to proceed. Erin, or if Tiger wants to try to break down the door, or if we want to just skip that door and head through the one that is open.
All right, I'm gonna spoiler alert you. Erin would already like to smash the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, Erin. Go Roll to hit. That's damage.
Yeah, you gotta
You gotta roll to hit first.
2 hit.
Where do I go for that? Because
Alright, so on D&D Beyond, Aaron, where it says actions and it says hit/DC, that one.
Uh-huh.
That is 2 hit.
Well, she hits it.
Yep. I mean, hey, it's it's a door. There's a slim chance, but there is a chance you could fuck up. There is a chance you can miss it.
There's a chance it turns into the Portal Geist from Chrono Cross.
Oh god. I mean, hey, if a fucking 10-year-old can, not hit, can whiff on a fucking T-ball,
Yeah, that's true.
you can whiff on hitting a door.
did I?
Alright.
You pushed it for me and I didn't see what.
You got 19,
Oh.
Yep.
and then you do your
Nah. Yep, now do the damage. And you're using it two-handed, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you hit for the, two-handed.
One
Bludgeoning.
D10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7.
7. Alright, solid. So, yeah. You hit the door, and, again, it's a nice loud sound. Kinda, nice, very shocking, reverberating. It buckles a bit more. You think you'd probably be able to get it on the next one.
I bet if you hit it again, you could break that bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Ralsei would never swear. He would say break that door.
Yeah.
Then he would say good luck and hug her arm.
17.
Alright.
Another
Yep.
2-hand.
Yep.
5.
Yeah. So you hit it one last time, and instead of just like the nice thumping hitting sound you've been doing, it makes this nice cracking sound. Like, you ever hear wood crack in a small space
yeah.
when it shouldn't? Yeah. It's like that. Like breaking a nice large stick in a fucking closed area, or like a, 2x4 just fucking snapping, right?
That's a good sound.
The door's very visibly buckled and bent, and yeah, it would not take much. It really, you could just yank it off the wall at this point.
Can you yank things?
You
How
do
do
it.
I yank things, Zack? I want to yank it.
I mean, really, you just say you do. If the door was still, mostly on its hinges, that's a different story. But
It's got one screw still in the wall.
yeah,
I want to
it,
yank it off the wall.
yeah, it, you pull on it 2-3 times, and it just fucking rip.
Amazing. Oh, there ain't shit in there. Okay.
Yeah, it is a small room, a fairly small room.
All that for 2 squares?
Yeah, but it is what is in it. The room contains a what seems to be a keg, but a rusted iron keg. And there seems to be pipe leading from it into the floor. Yep.
I wanna investigate the keg. See if I can find anything about it, I guess.
Alright, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Please. Please. Fuck!
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Holy shit, a 5 again. Yeah, it looks like a rusted iron keg.
Fuck it.
Anybody else feel like looking at it?
I'll look at it.
It's so fucking mad.
Alright.
Yeah.
14.
Investigation check 14. Alright, yeah.
Thanks to your heightened senses as a cat.
Yeah. You do a bit more than just, like, kind of look at it, right?
Yes. You go.
Yeah.
How badly did that clip? I really want to know.
I would assume pretty badly, because I don't think I heard anything.
I heard a lot of just the microphone moving.
Yeah, so you so you did a bit more than just, like, walk around it once. You knock on it, you take your fucking mitts, you knock on it, and it seems to be, almost hollow sounding, but you hear what you think is water sloshing around it there. Other than that, you're not really sure how to open it, if it's meant to be opened. But yeah, you knock on it, it sounds a bit hollow inside, and you can hear the sloshing of water.
Don't.
Don't what?
You know what?
While they're doing this, I'm just, like, tucked into that corner and just kind of keeping an eye from the door where the goblins came from, just making sure nothing's coming through there.
Yep.
Not to do it.
Don't smash it.
Don't smash it.
No, there's probably pee in there.
You.
There's pee in there.
You're right, I wouldn't want to smash
The ancient cult piss cache.
it.
Neat. Would
Pissy culty goodness.
I go in and go, ooh, some gamer girls must have been in here.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Anyway, no, that didn't happen. No, what I actually do, would I be able to, like, pry it open with anything?
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna try and kind of use my sword.
All right. Give me a strength check.
10.
All right. So you go to try and open it, and because it's kind of like midair, and the pipes are extending from it into the stone. It's like a few inches off the ground, right? And you try and stick it between some of the pipes and the actual keg itself, and you try prying it open. It doesn't feel like it's giving way. It's moving a little bit, but not enough to give way for what you're doing.
But I'm so goddamn small.
Yep.
So I would like to kind of like peek my head into the room. Okay. And
That small room?
yeah, small room where they both are. And I want to like take a look inside and see what they're seeing.
Yeah, I guess we're
Yeah.
both in.
And then
There we go.
try to I guess ascertain the nature of what it is. This metal keg. So would that be an investigation check or
Let's see here.
would it be a religion check because it's a cult piss keg?
I try and beg the barrel to open with my persuasion.
Yeah, you figure out that these cultists were really into water sports.
Oh my god, no. No.
Yucca.
Yeah, no, make an investigation check. You see this, round iron rusted keg with pipes leading from it into the ground. It's, off the floor by a couple of inches.
14.
But pipes into the stone. 14? Yeah, so, again, you kind of go around it, you push on it, you knock it, there's sloshing of water. But I'll say, as compared to, the paladin, you think you've seen your fair amount of traps, or maybe not even traps, but sort of containers, as you would, right?
Mhm.
Chests, different sort of shit and all that, right? And you think there might be something a bit more to this than just, being a keg, right? You think that just you're getting some sort of intuition,
Okay.
being yeah, there's something more to this.
So if I were to assume it's a trap, would I be able to try to disarm it in some way? Or attempt to?
You can certainly try.
Okay, what should I roll for that?
I'll say D20 plus your dex plus your proficiency.
Okay.
Bah.
21.
21. All right. Yeah. So you go to. Now you've taken a really, really detailed look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely notice that it seems to be, at this point, it seems to be like it was meant to power, or like it might still be powering something, right?
Hmm.
You don't necessarily see a way to disarm or prevent anything bad from happening other than not removing it.
Hmm.
With that with that check, you feel around that and it's not real. You feel like it's definitely not meant to be removed or taken apart in the slightest, and that's probably the safest option.
Ah,
Okay.
I'm glad I tried to pry it open. That probably would have worked out well for me, huh?
Well, then I guess I'll turn to the group and be like, I think that we should probably leave this alone and move about our ways.
I agree, and I'm not just saying that because I'm angry that I couldn't get it open. And I'm gonna leave the room.
You're like, I agree with you, but not because I'm wrong.
Alright, well, I vote that we go to the door that those goblins came from. If the captives are being held, it's probably where the goblins were.
All right. Are you going to take a peek through that room?
Yes.
All right, all right.
Alright.
So,
Ooh. That's a big one.
yes. Yeah. You see this much, hold on, let me actually move the camera a bit. And snap players to view. There we go. I have to keep juggling that between that and the fog because, things happen. Yeah, no.
Oh, there's a couple of doors.
What you see is a fairly bigger room, right? Like, much bigger than, like, one of the bigger rooms you've seen thus far. You see in the middle here what seems to, probably have just been stone, or, something else could have been there. But what you see is, makeshift, like, campfire area. Definitely, like, nothing's, like, smoldering, nothing's been, it hasn't been lit in probably a few hours. There's charcoal there. And it's not really hot. You see from doorways, you see a couple of doors here and there, you see what looks to be another entrance to a hallway, right? But you also see this cage in here. Just a metallic rusted cage with a gaping hole in it. Completely empty.
Okay.
Across the room, just on the walls, you see not necessarily the tapestry, right, as you've been seeing, but you see what looks like glyphs? Maybe? You don't know, because they're kinda... they're pretty sloppily done, Like, you're not necessarily a practitioner of the arcane, but you know enough that, like, this...
I know those are glyphs.
Yeah, but you also know that's, like, not done by someone that knows what they're doing, right? They're just kinda scribbled up there.
Would glyphs count as history? Instead of curiosity.
Glyphs? I would say that counts as Arcana.
I'd like to kind of just step into the room, like, here.
Let's see here.
And just, kind of take everything in. Just kind of a general perception around the room. And,
Yep.
See what is.
Yep, you see two more doors off in that end there. This table here, it's got... Yeah, it's a bench draped in green cloth, It's got a bunch of just, like, small knickknacks and shit on it. Like, maybe, empty cups. Couple of rocks here and there. Empty pouches for, like, what you would have assumed to have been rations. Just like, like, think shitty, mall food court vibes.
Ooh,
Just like
gotcha.
someone, like, not really giving a fuck about what they were having or where they were, right? Just kind of busy with their own shit.
Leaving their food wrappers everywhere for somebody else to clean up because it's not my problem.
Yeah, basically. And a couple of bedrolls around here too. Yeah, you could tell that there was you could tell that this is not only where they came from, but you could tell they were probably potentially taking a break in here when they heard you.
Oh my god, we woke them up. It's so mean.
I peek back around the door and, call it to Ralsei and Tiger and say, well, it looks clear there's nobody in here, so come on in, I guess.
Okay. Ow! I go into the room and yell. No, I don't. I don't do that. I just follow you in and kind of look around also to see the same shit.
Put me in.
Yeah, rough-hewn room. It obviously looks like a makeshift camp.
Yeah.
Where that you see now that sort of like fire pit area is just the stone flooring is cracked and has was crack damage has been removed to give way to dirt, and that's just kind of where it is.
What?
Obviously wasn't part of the original structure to just have a fucking fire pit right there. But yeah,
So-
inside...
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and also inside the cage, you look and there's just like these kind of like moderate-sized chains.
Nothing else though.
No, but definitely something was kept in here at one point, and it was definitely bigger than a humanoid.
Ooh, don't like
Okay.
that. I want to investigate the glyphs anyway.
All right, rolled an Arcana check.
So I go over to them.
Yep.
Hey, 20.
All right,
Is that a 20 total or not 20?
20 total.
Oh, okay.
So I had 2. I had +2 in it.
Yeah. You see it? They're made in bright green dye. Probably hastily made with resources around in the forest. You see that it... Again, these are like kind of shillily done, right? They're
Yeah.
kind of poor. The person obviously didn't know what they were doing when they were making these. It gathered that they almost look like protection or warding glyphs, but it's not really anything legible or of any note. You think they probably saw it once or twice and did it from memory, and they did it wrong.
Ah,
Not only did they do it poorly, but it's not anything.
Fantastic.
They just
Well-
really fucked up on it. Had
Well,
no idea.
I'm sure they tried their best,
Yeah.
and we should give them credit for that. Anyway,
So, looking around the room, can I tell what doors are open and what doors are closed?
Alright, yeah. This over here seems to be just a doorway, right?
Okay.
It's, it's just a doorway, but, you can barely see into it because, doorways. Down over here, it seems to maybe lead to something. You're not quite sure, right?
oh, that little pathway down there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought there was a door down there.
Huh?
I thought there was a door down there.
No.
Hmm.
It's... You see what there probably was a doorway there at one point, but it's... Again, a lot of this place has been... Like, this place isn't, like, flat or level by any means, by the way, right? It is, parts are, like, tilted and at angles and, like, crumble, this place has been swallowed by the ground. Past all, there seems to be a closed door, but the door up here seems to be a bit cocked and open.
Okay.
And as for this one up here, also closed.
Okay. Well, I would kind of like to move around the room, not where the circle pit is. I'm just going to kind of go up and around over by this door and kind of like, because it's kind of cocked open, I want to peek in, but I want to do it, stealthily. Yo, sneaky.
Alright, so roll back-to-back stealth and perception.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is my stealth check. 25.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
Yeah, no.
Let's-
This place is old and, like, kind of fucked up, right?
Uh-huh.
But somehow, you end up, like, going and just pushing that door open. Door doesn't make a fucking sound.
And for my perception, 20 total.
20 total. Yeah. Bam. You see another kind of fire pit type deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one probably more for warmth than for cooking, right?
Uh-huh.
Or even, just general resting. This is definitely like the kind of makeshift barracks. The room itself doesn't have any, there's nothing really interesting about the room. You gather it was probably just another, storage area.
Mm-hmm.
But the goblins and whatever other creatures might be in here have definitely made this kind of their little resting area. There's bedrolls around. There's a couple of bags and a couple of packs, But other than that, there is nothing in. There is no living creature in there.
Okay.
Can I use this opportunity, if nobody else minds, to long rest in there so I can get my spells back?
At this moment, do we feel like it's a good idea to long rest? I mean, it's 8 hours.
I don't know. I just want to be able to heal people again.
Also, a mechanics question. Does Ralsei have to have a long rest to get his spells back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bards need to use a long rest to get their spells back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a warlock.
Yep.
I think we were talking about that earlier, actually.
Yeah. And you're also not a sorcerer, and you do not have sorcery points to expend to replenish spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to step into the room and just kind of look around, and I want to count how many bedrolls that there are, because I know we killed 3 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to just, look around and see how many bedrolls there are in here. Because you said there's a couple out in the other room, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 out in this big room.
So I want to kind of check and see how many, bedrolls are in the small room here.
Alright, yeah, this room definitely has, 8 or 9 bedrolls in it.
Hmm.
This is and you can see, even though goblins, they're fairly small creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can gather that they might be sleeping in a bit of a cramped area at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And that this is definitely much more meant for a long rest instead of taking a break.
Right. So I kind of want to motion to the other 2 to come closer to me, because I don't want to yell across the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, their belongings are in that room.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna relay to the party here. I'm gonna say, look, it looks like there's probably 8 beds in there, and there was 3 in the room that we're standing in. So that means there's possibly 8 other creatures that we haven't dealt with yet that could be here somewhere. Whether they're here or they're out raiding, which I can only assume, we're going to have to deal with them at some point. So if they are here, I really don't feel like this place is that safe. And while I know that you could probably use a rest, I'm not sure that's the best idea right now. I would really hate to be ambushed while, taking a nap. I myself don't need to sleep that much, but, well, again, I don't want to be ambushed in this tiny little space by 8 things pinning us in.
Okay.
But that's up to you all, if you feel you really need it.
And remember, Remember, I said that their belongings are in here. A couple of packs and everything.
Mhm.
Who knows what you might find?
I'll wait on the rest, but we should search their stuff.
Sounds good to me. Let's go and take a look, shall we?
Yeah.
So, should I roll perception? Or
Investigation.
okay.
Should I also?
Go for it.
Oh, so
Investigation.
All right. Yeah.
That's one.
3.
Natural 20, 21.
All right. All right. So,
I'm getting 20.
20.
yeah,
18
cool.
plus 2, baby.
Yeah, cool. So, first off, Erin, Tiger, what you do is you just kind of look around. You don't necessarily try to go through any of the packs. You pick up a couple of the bedrolls, you shake them out, throw them against the wall. You kind of look through the center, the charcoal in the fire pit for something, and you really just don't find anything.
She prison shakes down their beds.
Yeah, yeah, and tries rifling through the charcoal in the center to see if maybe they had something in there, but no. Yeah, no. Yeah, alright, and so I'll say with that 20, I'll say that you, personally, were able to find 2 minor potions of healing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Those are inventory? Yes?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 minor potions of healing. Which, as a side note, something I want to add is that the rules of using a potion in combat are a little different. Because, so, for 5e basic, right? Just straight 5e, it's an action to get it out and use it no matter what. It's alright in practice, but it kind of takes agency away from the player to do stuff, right? So
I can't find a minor one.
let's see here.
I found a greater one.
Let's see. I think it's just potion. Yeah, it's just potion of let's see here. Healing. Yeah, it's just the regular potion of healing. I'm thinking Diablo.
But I don't see that either, though, is what I'm I don't have it on because I'm searching, right?
Yeah, so if you just type healing, it's potion of healing gear potion.
Yeah,
here.
It's not a okay.
Yeah. You see it now?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, yeah. So there you go.
So, what does a small healing potion do?
It's God. I was just looking at 2. It's 2d4 plus something for healing.
Okay.
You know, it's like y'all are level 1. It's not like a 2d4 plus 2. Y'all are level 1. It is, it is definitely going to do the job.
It is enough.
Right. Yeah.
You said
But
the potions were the only thing I found?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're level 3, you grab those. But as for the use of potions, potions in combat, we're gonna run it so that if you use them on yourself, it takes a bonus action.
Okay.
Just so you don't feel the need to pick and choose, so it doesn't take agency away from engaging in combat still, right?
Right.
Okay.
But if you are going to force feed it to another player, say they're down, that will take an action, because that is resuscitation, I just feel it's a bit more fair, as far as mechanically. It just works a bit better. It works a bit more in the player's favor, rather, Alright, yeah. And with that, nat 20, Runa, you are going to find 3 potions of healing.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yep, so you get 3 potions of healing. 15 gold pieces. You know, a nice little tiny bit of treasure, right?
3 potions of healing. And how much gold?
15. You get 15 gold pieces, and I'm just trying to make sure I have the right thing.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm just trying to make sure I didn't see here. Yeah, you also notice. Yeah. All right, so let me see here. Yeah, you also notice that under the beds seems to be a weirdly caulked bit of like tile underneath it, right?
Mhm.
But you also end up. Let's see here. Oh man. Yeah, you also end up finding just like this really nice, like small, like bronzed, like dragon statue.
Ooh.
That was like hidden away underneath a pack and a like an extra bedroll that was wrapped around it. You feel like they tried to hide this intentionally.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a.
So, looking at the dragon, can I ascertain anything about it?
Yeah. Let's see here. Roll a history check.
Okay.
It's
History.
history?
Yes.
If you don't do well, I have +4.
3. 3 total.
Yeah. You're like, man.
That's a Durgan.
There's like, shit. These people like dragons.
Man, this is a
I
cool
like
dragon.
dragons. Dragons are cool.
Wait, are you gonna be gone for a while?
I look it over, right, and you know, glancing at it, I go like, "Wow, it's a bronze dragon. I wonder if this is even worth anything." What do you think, Ross? And I hand it over to him.
Yep.
I am also gonna do a history check.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh! 17 +4. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. No, you can tell that, yeah, you are in the Sunless Citadel, a place, a former, sanctum for the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the dragon imagery has been plentiful. It has been everywhere. You have taken note of it. And even then, while not being native to the Sword Coast, the Cult of the Dragon is far-reaching across Toriel, right? You most definitely know of their exploits. You know that they worship Tiamat, and that this is most definitely just a classic like fetish like worship statue, right?
All right. I relay all of that to my teammates.
So after Rosalind looks at it, do I think that this is worth anything, or is it just?
I mean, it's a nice like I'd probably say, let's see here, how big is this? Like, yeah, it's like a nice, 8.5 inches tall, right?
Mhm.
It's bronze. It's bronze. It's probably worth a bit.
Okay.
Probably, like it's not like you found like a gold statue or anything, but
Mhm.
metal's metal, and you can find the right person to buy
Oh.
this.
She tried to figure out the dragon statue and just went, man, I sure do like dragons.
Yeah.
And then I revealed the entire history of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
So yeah.
Also, and having heard its historical nature and knowing where you got it and all that, and you having your connections and being of the
Criminal
certain-
underworld.
yeah, you know that, especially with it like having some history to it, you could most definitely find a buyer for this if you
Okay.
really felt like it. It wouldn't be terribly hard. All right. So what are y'all doing next?
I guess we're leaving the room. There's nothing else in here.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've officially prison tossed this room, I think that we should go through the door on the right.
Up at the top here.
Yeah. And I'd like to like stealthily sneak into the corner, and then kind of try to like work the handle, not to make any noise, but see if I can open it just by opening it.
Yeah, no, you jiggle the handle. It's definitely gonna open.
Okay.
It's you like shake it a bit, right?
Mhm.
Just like in out real quick. The door is not locked. It is, fairly easy to push open.
Okay, I want to carefully push it open, trying not to make a whole lot of noise.
All right, yeah. You push it open, and it is a hallway. I mean, I'm revealing the whole length of it
Yeah.
just because why not? But you can only see like up to there, really, right? Because obviously, corners and shit.
There's a wall right there.
Yeah, but yeah, it is a hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna look back at Rousey and Tiger and say, looks like we have a hallway here. Maybe we see what's behind the other doors before proceeding? I don't
Yep.
really want to go deeper before
Yeah, you
basically
can also
figuring
see
out.
that there's like a torch on that wall,
Hmm.
and it's lit. Like there's light in this hallway.
Okay, I'll also relay that information and say there's a lit torch in this hallway, so there's a possibility that there's things that way. Living things, alive things.
In that case,
Let's kick it that door.
this one. Aaron says that door.
Alright.
I agree. We'll check out the other doors first, just to see if there's anything.
All right, so you look down through this doorway, and it's a hallway.
Yeah, it's a more hallway.
Yep, it's another hallway. Holy shit!
I point and make the soy face.
Yep. And I'll say you come down here, you test this handle. It's not locked.
I did.
God, this place is sprawling.
Here,
Yeah.
I do this down the hallway. I point like that down the hallway.
I almost thought you were going to do the fucking, oh god, what's that one Twitch emote with the Asian dude with his mouth open?
Oh, the Pog?
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, the Poggers.
Yeah.
Pog chant. Yeah, no,
I thought that was the raptor.
No,
Genuinely.
no, yeah, the guy with his mouth open is Pog.
Oh, I thought it was the rapper. Anyway, that aside, yeah, no, and this door down here not locked. It's shut, but not locked.
Okay, I guess I'll slink over to that door and
What are you doing?
pop it open quietly.
Yep. Yeah, it's
A room.
yep. It's like the room you encountered over here, right? Cracked stone flooring. It's just been disheveled. There's like it's been tossed, it's been turned. Like furniture is broken. There's like maybe a chair in there that's still standing, right? Other than that, not much of note.
Hmm. So looking about the room, I really garner nothing. Just broken. Okay.
Yeah, it's a room that's been fucked up
Mhm.
by everything. It's probably not even used for storage at this point.
I wanna look down this way.
Look down this way. Yeah. This right here, you see, was probably the door at one point, but it's just broken. It's crumbled. It's fucked up. There's like more debris down here than anything. But you do see that this wall right here, seems a little cracked and like broken. There's like a hole in there.
Hold on.
There's like a small hole in that wall, and there's cracks leading from it.
Erin just got really excited.
Let me smash you.
Alright, I'm gonna move out of the way and let Erin go down and do her thing on the wall.
If I had a soundboard, I would play the "I'm Gonna Wreck It" sound clip from Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm gonna wreck it!
Yeah.
Just because you're a bad guy does not mean you're
11.
a bad guy. To hit?
Yeah.
11
Yep,
to hit.
it's a stone wall. It's not going to jump out of the way.
God, I hope not.
Roll two-handed damage.
12.
12? Yeah. That is enough to dislodge the stone that was there. Hold
Yeah.
on, fucking. There we go. Yeah, reconnect, you fuck.
Yeah, it just did that to me too.
Same.
Yep. Yeah, my only complaint about this. Yeah. You crack it, and you're able to peer into this room, which is, let me move, yeah. You're able to peer into this room. That's a long room, right?
What the fuck
A
is
long
that
room?
thing?
That is, as far as you can tell visually, that is and like the hole you made, right? The hole you figured out to make, is enough for like one person at a time to fit through. But just looking into it right now, yeah, that is a like 10-foot tall like stone dragon statue.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh, hey. Does this
It is-
connect back to the trap room?
This potentially.
Okay.
Which, use that information as you will. Yeah, 10-foot tall fucking dragon statue, very ornate, detailed, very detailed, carved, like, very expertly done, right? It looks as lifelike as it can being made from stone.
Hmm.
Its mouth is open, its talons like reaching up and forward. It is like it's got like a nice like animated like quality to it, you know? And it's definitely, a long bit of room there. and the actual stone that's carved from is red-veined white marble.
Hmm.
So it's just think of like normal white marble, but with like these nice red, like crimson cracks and veins running through it.
Amazing.
That sounds badass.
It
Yeah,
does.
In real life, actually.
yeah. It again, these people like their dragons, maybe a bit too much, but
No.
since they worship Tiamat.
Did you hear Erin?
What?
She goes, "Are they dragon fuckers?"
I mean, you say that, but like, that is very much a possible thing in more than one conceivable way.
Oh god, the statue.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
That's how dragonborns are made.
yeah.
I mean, there's Dragonborn and there's dragons, and there's also technically another race that is said to have descended from dragons.
I think.
I thought the name said Bree.
They're sharing an account. What do you guys think? Should we go into the room then?
I'll follow you in if that's what we're doing.
Tiger?
Eee.
Okay, so you all head into the room.
I found the room.
I'm gonna stay by where the hole is. Just there.
All right, so yeah, so we'll say, Runa, you're the closest to it, and upon being close to it,
Mhm.
right? You notice the veins, the crimson veins, in the statue light up, and you hear it. It speaks in common.
Huh.
Yes.
Aw.
It looks as though its mouth is actually moving. And what it tells you, what it says, is, "We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?"
Run that by me one more time.
We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Oh, I know what it is. What do I have to do?
I swear to God, if you say piss,
Not
this
piss.
dragon will eat you.
No, I know the actual answer.
Yes?
Would Adam have heard this though?
Oh yeah, no, it is like as soon. Yeah, no, it's you get close enough to it, it sort of activates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not
And-
like the orb where it's like a direct proximity then.
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's how the trigger is, but it is very vocal. It is, But so
Seeing,
Ross-
I was just gonna say, seeing Ralze getting like flustered and excited, I just kind of like do like a hand gesture of like, yeah, well, go ahead then.
It's the stars.
the dragon looks over directly at you, and it says, "Well done." As you see on the western wall, where there was no door, appears a door.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna open the door then, I guess.
Yes, you have solved the dragon's riddle.
FYI, I was also gonna say stars.
All right, there we go. Yeah, no, it's not a trap. It was just a riddle.
Cool.
Yep.
Look, I
And-
was expecting if you answered wrong to like just be burst into fucking flames.
Immediately.
Yeah, the dragon consumes him. You know.
The dragon leans down and slurps me up like a spaghetti noodle.
This bullshit I'm looking at.
Yes, and it coughs you back up as a skinnet.
What?
I sent you the page from Stibble's Codex of Companions last night. The Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Oh,
Companion.
okay.
He
Yeah.
slurps you up and spits you out as that.
Oh no. All
You
right.
have
Well,
been converted to a fucking abomination. Actually, technically aberration. Yeah.
All right, we can go in if that's cool.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
Investigate the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step in and look around as well.
Yeah.
All right, so-
It is a nice old dusty room, right?
Mhm.
Across all of these pillars, you can see are what appear to be magic lights, right?
Mhm.
It is like they're emanating just like this soft white glow across. It is probably perpetual. They are just, it's nice glowing rocks and lanterns across. There seems to be no power source, right? You can tell that it's magic light. It is this room was meant to stay lit. Right?
I would like to check this room for traps.
Yeah, but first off,
Mhm.
in each of these alcoves, right? What you see are humanoid figures, all carved of that same kind of marble that the
Mhm.
dragon was. And they all resemble tall elves in plate armor.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay.
And you can see here that there's a tall archway and that a greenish light glows from somewhere past here.
Hmm.
You would still would like to check for traps?
Yes.
All right. Go roll your roll investigation and add your proficiency modifier. I'm giving you that because you're a rogue and all that.
14.
All right, 14. Yeah, it's it wasn't hard to see it, right?
Mhm.
You cannot see into it, but that's a pit.
Great.
Yeah, no, that is a pit. If you go in there, and that's like a 20-foot drop.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can't see any details at the bottom, but you know what a pit looks like.
Uh-huh.
And you know what they usually are, and that is not good.
Right. Okay. So in the room that we're immediately in, there's no traps that I saw.
No. There's no visible there's no visible traps anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Other than, it being a pit and all that.
The
Right.
death hole.
So I kind of like want to walk up closer and see if I can see anything further down.
Into the pit.
No, like across.
Down this way.
How do I ping?
You double click.
Like over here.
Oh, over there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you take a peek across. You can tell that there's a ledge over here,
Mhm.
but that is all. This room is where the eerie glowing light is emanating from. It's not enough to light up anything, but it's enough to accentuate something.
Mhm. I have dark vision, so would I be able to see into whatever that darkness is?
Yeah, 60 feet. Your dark
Mhm.
vision's 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mom.
you see that obviously the only colored light you can see is the green light, right?
Mhm.
So you get this like nice eerie like you ever see a painting where they do the lighting study but it's like just, green light?
Mhm.
It's kind of like that's like kind of what you're seeing visually in here, right? This nice eerie fucking thing.
Mhm.
And what you see appears to be some sort of sarcophagus
Ooh.
right here.
Okay.
And you can also see that the pit is about 10 feet wide. 10 feet wide, 20 feet long. You know, so 5'10", and 20 feet long, you know?
Okay. Okay, so,
You can also investigate this room further if you feel like it too.
so these marble statues of the elves, about how big are they? Like, tall-wise?
Tall-wise, probably about 8-9 feet tall.
Okay, so then they'd be really fucking heavy if they're carved out of marble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so what I
much
wanted...
like the dragon statue, these aren't going anywhere.
Mhm.
Unless you, like, get, like, probably a couple more people down here, and that's, like, a whole excavation process.
Right. Okay, so, like, I want to walk up to one. Probably the one I'm closest to, like, right here. And, first I want to look at it before I do anything and say, are you gonna talk to me too?
Nothing. You look at it. It very, very detailed, very nice craftsmanship, but no, it seems to be just a statue.
Okay. Well, since it doesn't talk to me, I go like, well, alright then. And I take my hempen rope out of my bag. Okay. I have 50 feet of rope. I'm going to tie it firmly around the statue.
Okay.
And then... let's see. I'm having an idea.
It goes harder, Daddy.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
That's not how you do shibari.
Anyway. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I slapped the statue. This isn't about you.
That's right. I'm a bad statue.
Oh my god. Stop.
It goes, I'm so hard right now. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And that's when the half-elf pirate puts their flintlock in their mouth and pulls the trigger.
That's when the dragon comes in and slurps me up like a spaghetti noodle again.
Yep.
I throw myself into the pit.
Yeah.
No, realistically,
Yes.
Woo!
I'm gonna try to jump. Okay, before I make that claim, it's what, 15 feet?
From side to side.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10-foot wide pit.
Hmm.
So you'd be jumping.
Yeah. It's...
The actual jump would be 10 feet. But there's
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Because there's 5 feet to land. Because there's 5 feet of landing on either side, right?
Hold on.
But the actual pit itself is 2 squares wide, so that's 10 feet.
Where's...
The ruler does distance from a point.
Okay, there we go. So like that.
So it doesn't count the square you start on.
Yeah. So like that. Right?
Yeah.
So my spider climb. Does that allow me to climb sheer surfaces or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah, no, spider climb is basically like, think Spider-Man.
Okay. Well then I'm going to use spider climb to move around the side. Like so.
Yeah. Yeah. And just creep into there.
Yeah, and just creep into there. And then with the rope in hand, I want to tie it to something in the room.
Alright. Yeah. You ascertain that the sarcophagus is pretty nice and durable. It's like nice and stable. It's like there is a lid to it, but there's also adornments around the side that you could probably slip the rope between and in and, tie it on pretty tightly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tie it on there and then motion for the others to be able to come across on the rope.
All right. All right. So, are you two coming over with from the rope?
I guess.
All right.
What do I
All
do?
right. Yeah. Make an athletics check.
Oh.
Congrats, Adam. You die today.
Yeah. 12.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
You get across. Not confidently, but because there's a pit underneath you. You're a bit shaken about that, but you get over nice and fine.
I get over to the ledge and I fucking throw up everywhere into the pit.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and you assume that's probably not the worst thing that's been in that pit.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so you gonna take the rope too?
Yeah.
All right, athletics check.
Please don't die.
I die.
Yeah, again, fine enough.
What'd you roll?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. And upon getting over, you look back over and you're pretty sure you could have jumped that. But, the rope also works.
Could all of us have jumped that?
Long jump rules in D&D, 10 feet. You can just long jump 10 feet.
Oh, I don't have to roll for that?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Jump?
I could have done a sweet fucking backflip over the pit.
That's a different story.
Look, I was just assuming it was like 15 feet across, right? And me thinking realistically, I'm like, 15 feet, that's a hell of a fucking jump, okay?
That's a lot.
Well,
I can't do that.
Yeah, well, at 15 feet, that is where you have had to roll. But again, that's why I mentioned a couple of times that the pit was 10 feet across.
Right.
Yeah.
Well then.
Well, now
Yeah.
knowing about the jump rule.
Yep.
It's good to know. So,
Yeah,
I'd like-
unless you unless you hit like a fucking 1 on that rope, I wasn't gonna like drop you into the pit.
look, I played it smart and safe for everyone.
Yeah, that's fine. Either way, it works. But now you know.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so getting a better look into this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look on the floor. You look on the walls, and yeah, violet marble tiles cover the floor and walls all throughout. They're cracked and they're broken. They're obviously revealing the same kind of shit state that the rest of the Citadel is in, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very intentionally elaborate. This is someone's too,
Oh, good.
Yeah. Sconces are attached to a wall at each corner, and there's just one, off over here. It is lighting the room dimly with a greenish fire, right?
Oh.
The sarcophagus itself, 9 feet long, in the center, is carved with just a shit ton of dragon imagery. It is, it's a sarcophagus. It is the same, white red vein marble. There's a dragon's head at one end, and there are rusted iron clasps sealing it shut. 4 in total. 2 on each side.
Okay, so investigating the sarcophagus a bit more intently, do I see any traps or anything specific about the sarcophagus, like writing or anything like that on it?
Writing wise,
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily see anything written on it.
Okay.
But you can tell that this you can tell that whomever or whatever was laid in here was laid with some amount of respect.
Okay.
It is just very nice. Again, intricate, detailed dragon imagery, right? You know, the symbol of the dragon cult, you know, Tiamat imagery, the multi-headed dragon, right?
Right.
And potentially what seems to be, you know, like flame accents all around the bottom, you know. Not like Guy Fieri flame accents, but you know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is fucking a dragon as fuck.
Dragon as fuck.
Yep.
All right. Do I see any traps on it? Should I roll for an investigation check or anything?
Go for it.
Okay. So that's investigation plus more proficiency.
For checking for traps. Yep.
Okay. 15.
All right, 15. Yeah, it definitely. You take a closer look at some of the details, like the fine details around where the clefts are. There's like this thin band going all the way around the sarcophagus with some writing on it. And as soon as you get your hands on it and you start to feel it out and check for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
See if anything's loose. You notice it, and yeah, those look like glyphs.
Oh.
Yeah, and you notice it goes all the way around, like the entirety around it, around where, and it's, you know, around where the clasps are over to. So yeah, you get a good idea that something might happen if you open those.
I want to investigate the glyphs.
Investigate glyphs. All right.
I relay back to them that this sarcophagus is covered in glyphs. Say this thing it's just covered in magical glyphs. If we open it, I feel like something will happen. What that is, I'm not quite sure. I'm not astute in the arcane, but I know a trap when I see one. And if I was going to trap something, it would probably be a sarcophagus if I was going to have a sarcophagus.
All right, so Arcana check, Adam.
14 total.
14 total. Yeah, that's fine enough. Yeah, you can tell that. Well, let me just make sure.
Is that right?
Yeah, go.
Let's see here. Let me just make sure I'm getting my details right about this. Okay. Yeah. What is around it? The spell. The glyphs dictate that of a spell in the Transmutation School of Magic.
Oh.
Which is I'm just gonna do that real quick. Yeah. Which can mean any number of things. It may not necessarily be it definitely you definitely get the feeling that as soon as the lid is off, it's gonna activate. And that could mean any number of things with it being transmutation. It could be anything from just sort of like something changing the state of something, right? It's typically what transmutation is.
Yeah.
Look at me.
All right.
I
think if we open this, one of us might get turned into something. I'm not quite sure what it would be. I can't read the glyphs that well. My glyphs readings are not as great as they should be. I guess. So we should probably leave it alone.
We do need to slime.
So, I have string in my inventory.
You have what?
String in my inventory, right? So I'm
Yes.
thinking, I would like to tie string to the latches and then have us step away, and I pull the string to unlatch the latches, so that way we're out of the range of the glyphs.
All right, you can go ahead and try that.
Okay, what do you want me to... Do you want me to roll something for that?
Let's see here. Let's look at this. Not that. Not that. Actually, let's see here. Is that? No. Go for sleight of hand.
Okay.
Just because you're gonna have to, it's fine motor skills to rig up all the string and all that, right?
Mhm. Okay.
I'm gonna say dexterity.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's dext.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I got a 5.
Yep. 5, plus that, sleight of hand at 3.
No,
Yeah.
5 total.
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah. So 5 total. Shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, yeah, you try as hard as you might, you can't really find a way to fit the string in anywhere, and you ever try to, like, thread a needle and it just doesn't go in and it gets, like, split at the ends of it? That's kind of what's happening.
I was saying I have rope. Could I use it to do that?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay.
I'm going to move myself away, defeated, into this corner,
Alright.
because I'm a rogue that can't rogue, apparently.
Not today,
Am I
buddy.
rolling the same thing as?
Yep,
Yeah.
sleight of hand.
Okay.
Under your skill, sleight of hand.
22.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you managed, with a thicker material, too, to do what your, roguish companion could not. And, yeah, and you get this all, like, you do, like, some weird-ass, like, knot work, too, to where you kind of... It's almost like a slip knot at the center, and you just sort of... you fold over the rope enough times that it's like that's like a net almost that goes over every single one of these latches, and as soon as you pull that slip knot, all of it's going to come forward, and those are going to unlatch all at once.
This is where we find out that Tiger is a master tying people up for reasons.
Yep.
Erin's a shibari queen.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
God.
Yep.
Uh,
So y'all stand back. So Tiger, are you going to pull that back and unlatch these latches?
Yes. What do I
All right.
do?
Oh no, you can just do it. You are strong.
Okay.
strong.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Yep. You do it, those latches pop, the rope slips off, comes back to you. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Wait,
Other than them being popped.
Looking at the sarcophagus, do I see if the glyphs have faded?
Nope, they're still there.
Hmm.
At this point, you think you might have to actually move the lid off to open it. and that popping the latches probably wasn't enough.
Well, what are we doing?
Well, I guess I would like to go over and take Tiger's same rope and try to attach the rope to the sarcophagus lid.
All right.
So should I roll sleight of hand again?
Yes.
Okay.
Because now what you're doing is you are trying to wrap you're trying to wrap it around, like, all over it.
16.
16? Yeah. Not that bad. Maybe not the fine work with the string, but you know how to bend down hatches.
Mhm.
It's rope is rope, right? You're pretty accustomed to it. And so you get it like that, and yeah, it is now.
I kind
You
of like
now have it in your hand, and it's a fairly heavy-looking lid too.
Mhm.
I mean, solid mark.
I hand part of the rope to Tiger and say, "Together we'll pull."
All right, so group strength check.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Just do strength.
Yep, all three of you.
4.
Oh, you did a strength save,
Oh,
Adam.
I did?
no, I did. What do I... This one?
No, that is also strength. That's strength save again.
So just straight strength, which is your plus your modifier on strength, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm confused now.
D20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh,
So just be a
roll with
straight-
each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so to do checks and all that, do you see where your stats are? Like
Oh, what's
at the top
secret?
right below your icon, you click on those. What you're doing was saving throws.
Oh.
Did I do the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All right,
still
so
got
11. All right, so there's that, and what'd you get, Runa?
4.
All right, yeah. Despite all your might, it maybe moves a couple of inches.
Oh,
Like
no.
it doesn't come off at all. It kind of moves. It's weighty.
What did
this
everybody else
is-
roll?
Rock.
I got an 11, and
Okay.
Erin got a 9.
Yeah, but
Can-
I got
Can we try that again one more time?
Yep.
Okay.
Again.
I got an 11 this time.
12. 16 plus.
God damn it!
What'd you get, Adam?
I'm ruining it. What?
What'd you get, Adam?
4.
All right. Yeah. So here's the thing. That's a total of 31.
Okay.
The DC for the check was 30,
Oh!
which is why you didn't get it last time. You got 24 last time. Yeah. So you pull it, it slides off, and a flash of green light. You can see the glyphs all discharge at once. As you pull it off, the sarcophagus lid hits the floor. Do you look inside?
Can I see anything from where I'm standing right now? Does anything
Yeah.
come out of the coffin?
What you can kind of see
Mm-hmm.
is the body of a desiccated troll.
Hmm.
It has rotted old, they are fancy, but these are rotted old, robes. Like this troll has been here for some time.
Mhm.
And
He's not sitting up, is he?
as you look over, you peer over, looking at its putrid green flesh. You see it start to shakily sit up.
I throw a dagger at it immediately.
All right.
Zero hesitation. It twitches. I'm like, no, fuck this, and I throw a fucking dagger at it.
Fucking scream.
All right. So yeah, go ahead. Just make an attack roll.
Okay. So, where do I find my attack again?
All right. So that is yeah. And it's going to be actions.
So
in there.
that's a
dagger hit DC.
I'm not seeing it.
Are you using D&D Beyond or the
I'm using
regular?
the regular.
All right, so you're using the let's see here. Yeah, so let's see your first page.
Mhm.
Let's see your actions. Yeah, all the way at the bottom where it says weapon attacks and cantrips and has all that shit listed. Like your dagger, it says hit +5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's D20 and then
+5.
Yeah, +5 to hit.
Okay. 11.
11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it looks a bit putrid and rotted, and it's again, it's been here for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you did not. While your aim was true, there was not enough force behind what you were doing.
So I threw the dagger and I hit it with like the handle, and it just bounces off.
Bonk.
Not that you hit it with the handle, but you hit it with the blade. But the blade itself bounced off.
Oh, great!
Like it did not sink into the skin.
I mutter under.
Aim for its skull with my fucking hammer.
I was about to say. With that, we are rolling for initiative.
Ah, fuck.
I mutter under my breath. I need to throw these daggers harder.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to open image and new tab.
I'll need to roll for it.
Desktop. Yeah. Let's see your desktop.
Sweet, 17 was my initiative.
I got 6.
All right.
19.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So 6, 19, 17. All right. So give me a sec. Yeah, y'all are adding the plus initiative thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have plus anything on mine.
Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah. Give me a sec to add the token in for it.
Oh, that's awesome looking, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord.
But just
It's
imagine
epic.
it. Yeah, it's desiccated. Like, yeah, no, these things are fucking big, y'all. Like, let's see here. Add to initiative. Where is the initiative on here? No, see, that's like the fucked up thing, right? Oh, there it is. All right, so add to initiative. Let's see here. So that was a 6. No, not 6E. Let's see here. Runa was a 19. Erin was 17. Yeah. So 17. All right, cool. And I'm going to roll for my troll.
The troll roll.
All right.
So, quick question: in combat, do we just always have a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
So for combat, you get your movement, which you can use any amount of at any time.
Mhm.
You have your action, bonus action, and while not on your turn, you have your reactions, and
Yeah.
you also have free actions like shouting something, to communicating to a party member, hand signals, etc.
Mhm.
Crying is also free action.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see here. Get back to this. All right. Yeah. So, Runa, you are going first.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. Did the troll do better or worse than me?
Oh, better. So if you go to the... Okay, so you see the chat thing on a table plop? Do you see that one that has, like, the multiple people next to it?
No.
Like,
Nope.
down there in the corner? You don't? Hold on, start tracking.
I see all of Erin's.
Oh, I see it now. You have to click it again.
Yeah.
Wait, now how do I... Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, lower right-hand corner there.
Aha. I get it.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, the 3 people, and then there's the one that's right next to it, which is the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learning new things about this thing every single time we play.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well.
So yeah, first off is Runa, then the Tabaxi, because, higher dexterity than an undead fucking troll. And then, good old, roll say.
Okay, well, since... Okay, is this thing, up out of the coffin now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to throw my other dagger at it, because I have 2 daggers.
Yep. Which for intents and purposes, I'm just going to... Yeah, for all intents and purposes, I'm just going to do, let's go with, that, and we'll say, hey, can I, alright. Oh, wait, not that. Come on, I changed the color. You fuck. Let's see here. I'll say your dagger, landed over there.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I also had marked on my character sheet that I need to retrieve my other dagger if I'm going to do anything with it.
Alright, so go ahead, make your attack roll.
22 total.
22 total? Yeah, that hits.
Okay,
Roll
so
for damage.
Dagger is 1d4 plus 3.
Yep.
4.
4?
Oh no.
Alright. Yeah. I mean, it definitely finds purchase, but it doesn't seem to maybe not do a whole ton.
But it definitely is stuck in the troll now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a dagger in its shoulder.
He goes, "Ow! What the heck?"
Yes. And, upon getting hit, it just...
That wouldn't be sneak attack, right?
No.
Okay.
He was looking right at you the whole time.
No.
He was like, "Oh."
It saw you. Yeah, no. It just... It grunts. Its head turns, and yeah, surprisingly, in Elvish, which I know you know how to speak, Runa.
Oh.
In Elvish, it says, it says, unseal me.
Wait, it says what?
Who has unsealed me? And it is Erin's turn.
Could I take a free action to reply, somebody who has made a mistake, I'm sorry?
My bad.
It just responds clearly.
Damn, bro.
I look back at the rest of the party and go like, we're fucked. We're totally fucked.
Which, mind you, yeah, Runa's the only one that understood what it said. Because neither of you can speak Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erin, it is your turn.
You
Yeah.
fucking lord.
Remember, you gotta get close to it before you attack, Erin.
Yeah, because you are...
I'm a speedy fucker, right?
I
can
mean,
just run forward and aim my hammer to take off one of its arms.
that's a 30-foot walking speed, and if you're going to do a called shot like that, it's going to be a harder, harder to hit.
Oh, dear fucking
Because you gotta move. It looks like 15.
Yeah.
So you could
And
always
that's
just...
not the issue. But if you call a shot, it's going to be a higher DC to hit it, no matter what. If you do a called shot like that, because that's going for something specific, and so you need more precision for that, and so it's a higher DC. But if you just roll to hit, it's going to be just the regular, AC it has. What was that?
I'll do a regular attack then.
Yes.
All right.
As high as I can without screaming. Wait, 22.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck me, that hits.
And the damage is 10.
Pretty good.
You'll have to move your token on the battle map.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You hit it, and it coughs up dust and mold.
Ew.
Ew.
It just goes,
Fucking gross.
it's just dust and mold. Just pops out of it, because you hit it, kind of right in the diaphragm area. Like, you went for an upswing and hit it, right into the diaphragm. And while this thing might not be able to, might not need to breathe, you definitely knocked what little wind was left in it out of it, right? Alright, so is that going to be all for you?
I'm gonna move back a little bit because
If you move out of range of it, it will get an attack of opportunity on you. Alright. So, that being said, yeah, it is this undead-ass troll's turn. Right? And so... let's see here. Yeah, and so... alright. Actually, you know what? I'll do... yeah. We'll do that. Okay, and so... yeah, it is... it's going to go for a solid bite on you.
Who? There's three of us.
You, Erin.
the closest one.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be, yeah, 17 to hit. That hits.
Oof.
Yep. All right, and that is a. Let's go for this. Let's hear. Those your. All right, and that does 5 damage to you.
Oh.
Yeah, that does 5 damage. It just opens its undead mouth. It grabs you, like on the shoulder, and it goes like right for that like classic like undead like shoulder neck area grab. It bites. It gets through like your armor on the back a little bit. And it bites in, lets go, and it is just it is not happy. And it is alright, cool. So let's see here. And it, while staying in range, is going to move down here. So that's closer to Runa as well. And yeah.
Because it moved, does Erin get an attack of opportunity?
No, because it's rotating around.
Hmm.
Is still within 5 feet.
Gotcha.
Of
Okay.
her. Thanks in part to its big size, because I like this thing was in a 10-foot sarcophagus. It's tall.
So is it now within 5 feet of me?
It is.
Okay. I'm just gonna center my
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Put myself on the
Alright.
square and proper.
Yeah. Alright, and that is its go.
Alright.
Adam, you are up.
Then I suppose it's my go then, right?
Yep.
Alright, well I guess I have to move closer to attack it.
Oh, most definitely.
So I move there. And I'm gonna swing the sword at it, I guess.
Alright. Roll 2 hits.
11.
Alright, yeah. You go to take a swing at it, and from where you went to hit it, you went to hit towards the legs, right? And you're like, surely that must have hit. But no, it passes. You get a clean cut through the robes down there. You hit the robes, but you notice a significant portion of its leg has rotted away. And your sword just went right into that area.
Of course.
Did not make contact.
Alright.
Alright, is that it?
Would it be a bonus action to give Erin one of my potions? Or would
I'll
that-
allow that.
Okay. I'm
Just to
gonna
like
give-
hand it
You
off?
can- Yes. Yes. Just to hand it to her.
So I'm gonna give Erin one of my potions.
Mm-hmm.
So add that to your thing. See
How
that?
do I do that? on the inventory.
Yep. Just inventory and manage inventory, and
Up to the top here.
potion of healing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Mm.
So that's going to be it.
I put myself in defense position and end my turn.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So Runa, you're up. Erin, you're on deck. What you got?
Thinking here that I'm going to use one of my abilities here, and I'm going to use Vampiric Bite, which
Fanged bite.
Fang Bite. Which will I'm using the one half of it, which I gain a bonus on my next ability check or attack roll that I make, and the bonus equals the piercing damage dealt by the bite. So is that just would that count as my attack roll?
It would, but also remember that on buying a creature that isn't a construct or an undead, you get one of those effects. This is undead.
Isn't that for me regaining hit points for the first half of that, which would be regaining hit points, but the other one is just for giving me advantage on rolls?
It says you can do one of. On buying a creature that isn't a construct or an undead, you can do one of, and it's those two. That is the exact text.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I'm seeing two texts. Like I've got the one that's on my character sheet, which doesn't state that at all, and then I've got the one in my list of skills that I copied directly from the book. I think. Hold on. I want to make sure that this is right. So that's in the. Is it in the player's handbook for
No,
Dampiers?
it is Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, page 17. Quote, Vampiric Bite. Your Fanged Bite is a natural weapon, which counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient. You add your Constitution modifier instead of your Strength modifier to the attack and damage rolls when you attack with this bite. It deals 1d4 piercing damage on a hit. While you are missing half or more of your hit points, you have advantage on attack rolls you make with this bite. When you attack with this bite and hit a creature that isn't a construct or an undead, you can empower yourself in one of the following ways of your choice. You regain hit points equal to the piercing damage dealt by the bite, or you gain a bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus equals the piercing damage dealt by the bite. You can empower yourself with this bite a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Okay. I'll have to recopy that down later and have it properly written in my notes. Okay, so I'm not going to do that then.
Yep, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, well, in that case, since he's flanked, right, that would allow me to do sneak attack, right? Or because he's in combat with somebody else?
There'll be advantage on the attack.
Okay. And if I have advantage on an attack roll, I can do my sneak attack, right? It says once per turn, I can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Let's see.
It says I don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is of the target within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and I don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Remember which thing is in here. Let's see here. Come on, fighter. No, it's further down. Monk, paladin, ranger. Right, let's see here. Class Alright. You don't need advantage on attack roll if not the enemy of the target is within 5 feet. That enemy is incapacitated. Yeah, I'll allow it. Alright, so go to hit.
So that's a d20 plus 5. 12 total.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say I had advantage or I don't have
Yes.
advantage? Oh, okay, so that means I can roll again, right?
Yes, and take the higher one.
17.
Alright, yeah, that hits.
Okay. 17, so that's with my rapier, that is 1d8 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 total, and then with my sneak attack, that is a 1d6.
Yep.
11 total.
Alright, yeah. So you go ahead and do that, and it's not the most super aware thing right now. It was woken up out of a pretty intentional and deep slumber, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to catch it off guard, and it is it's not having a good time right now. It is not looking great. And I know it's already like undead and doesn't look great, but it's especially not looking great.
He's looking even
As
more.
a bonus action, can I like reach up and grab my dagger and pull it out?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. Do I need to roll something for that?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, then I reach up, I grab my dagger, I pull it out, and I just quickly like flip it around in my hand and slip it back into its sheath.
All right.
All right, Aaron.
Yep. And so that was your turn?
Yep, all done.
All right. Now for Erin.
Using the potion's your action, by the way.
No, using the potion is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, no.
If you're force feeding it to someone else.
You did say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna use it because I have 3 hit points and I don't want to fucking die.
Yep. So that's the potion that's a 2d4 plus something, right?
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Plus
Yeah.
2.
D4.
Yep.
So the triangle one. You do 2
Yep.
of it.
Fantastic.
All right.
And 3.
All right. So you regain 5 hit points. That was your
Okay.
bonus action.
You know how to do that.
No.
First, you gotta get rid of the potion.
Yep. And then tap on the health, and it'll bring up a thing where it's like heal damage. Just type in the number and hit heal. And that was 5. Yep. And you still have your action and all that too.
Do I get to attack it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay.
You get
Oh.
action, bonus action,
Wait, 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Get it. Get it!
14.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. So describe your killing blow.
Aim for its skull. Angry that the bastard fucking bit me. And I
All
just
right.
obliterate the fucking skull.
All right, yeah. Although, yes, I should say, how do you want to do this? But, I said the thing! Yeah, no. Yeah, you aim with that fucking warhammer. You go just a nice wide swing. You hit it just fucking square on the ear, square on the side of its fucking head. And it just... Yeah. That skull cracks. Like the skull clearly, like, cracks. What little, like, flesh that was there holding everything together just gives way and rips, and this creature's not juicy anymore, by the way, right? But it more so looks like rocks flying off, right? And you just, its entire head is like kind of partially pulverized by that. Yeah, that thing is no longer moving. So yeah, there you go. Troll, undead troll dealt with, as it just sort of like hits its knees onto the floor and falls. It just like, yeah. No, that thing is done and dead as fuck over here. Alright, yeah. So undead troll dealt with.
I'd like to go and retrieve my dagger.
Yep. Yeah.
Go and pick that up. Put that back where it belongs.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to...
Jose and Shade are just like, this tabaxi
There we
has
go.
some anger issues.
Yep. And
To be fair,
Yeah.
you got bit.
Yeah,
Look, I'd be upset if I was bit by a giant zombie too.
yeah. Yeah, it is not fucking great.
bit me first. I turned it into a pancake. The goblin didn't do anything, but I fucking smashed it into a painting.
Yeah. So, are y'all going to search any of the stuff?
Yeah.
I would like to investigate the sarcophagus and see if there's anything left inside.
Alright, sarcophagus. Erin, are you also going to search the sarcophagus or the corpse?
I'll search the sarcophagus with Shade.
Alright.
It feels weird to say Shade. Not her.
You're doing the character though. That's why we call you.
Yep. Alright. So, you can, alright, so for the two checking the sarcophagus, you can either roll separately or one of you can roll with advantage.
Who rolls with advantage?
Okay, real
as
quick.
continue to.
What is your investigation?
+2.
You roll with advantage. Go for it. I'll just
Alright,
help you take a look around.
Okay.
Yeah. So roll 2, take the higher.
10. And 17. Nice.
Alright, yeah. So, yeah, you get a nice look through this now that there isn't, a corpse in it.
There isn't a
pretty
color in there?
angry corpse. Yeah. Yeah, so across the bum of the sarcophagus, you find a couple of neat things, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. You get a... Yeah, there's 220 silver.
Oh shit!
220 silver pieces.
Well, you're a rich fucker.
Yeah,
That's the SP and the. Oh yeah.
yeah. 50 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and 4 different spell scrolls.
Ooh.
Spell
Oh.
scrolls of Command, Cure Wounds 2nd level, Inflict Wounds 2nd level, and Guiding Bolt 2nd level.
Hang on 1 second. What are they? I'm sorry.
Alright, so you get Command
Command.
as a spell scroll. You get Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Wait. Am I an idiot?
That are spells.
Spell scrolls. These are items.
Oh. Okay. That's yeah. That makes sense. You said
Command.
command.
Yeah, so that'll be a, I believe Command, does that count as a cantrip? It might. Okay, so Command, it's a first, it's a first level. Yeah, so, so in the manage inventory thing, basically what you have to do is, there's different there are spell scroll items, you just have to specify what they are.
Oh,
Right.
And you said okay.
Command's a first level,
Okay.
so just add the spell scroll first level, and under name or description, make sure you have it listed as command.
Customize. And
Yep. And so the next 3 are going to be 2nd level.
oh.
Oh, damn.
Cure Wounds.
You said the 3 are?
Yes, these next 3 are 2nd level. And the first one is Cure Wounds.
Yes.
First. Track of that. Okay.
Alright. The next one is Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
And the last one is Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. That sounds cool.
Yep.
Sounds like lightning.
Sounds kind of
Think
badass. All
Yeah.
right.
And I'm also going to send you a link in Discord, Adam. If at any time you need to look up what spell is and what it does, dndbeyond.com/spells right there. It'll let you search up whatever one it is. And it'll give you, all the info you need on that. But yeah, that's what was in the sarcophagus.
Because I
Badass.
helped Raze do this little search of the stuff, do I get a cut of the coin?
Yeah.
That is the discussion between you two.
Sure. What do you want?
Do you want
I
As
look at
you're
Raze and go like,
Fuck.
I look at Raze and go like, so we're going to split this evenly, aren't we?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
The
So-
gold piece is 51 for her.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the
Wait,
math?
no.
It was
I
50
just
gold
found it.
pieces. Yeah.
I just found 50.
As well as 220 silver. So that'd be 110 and 25 to. Oh wait. If you're just splitting it between the two of you, it's 110, 25. If you split it 3 ways, that's going to require my calculator. Because 1/3
Help
are.
search the sarcophagus.
You did murder the guy, though.
Yeah.
I did murder the guy.
Yeah,
but
which, by the way, that's why I asked if you also want to search the body, because who knows, there might be something on there. Hint, hint.
I picked the body.
All right, we'll just split it 2 ways for now, and then
All right, Erin, say that again, because how it came over Discord is I bit body.
Want to search the body.
All right, roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
all right, Runa, go ahead.
Oh, that shit. 1.
Christ.
Anyone else
I
want to search the fucking body? I guess.
fucking Christ.
He doesn't want to give me jack shit.
I'm still gonna give it to you because you fucking killed him. All right. Yeah. No. I'll say with that, instead of like doing it carefully, you're just ripping and tearing at his like shit. You give no fucks about his robes. You don't care about his body. Fuck whoever this person was. He attacked you. It's like if you had a mind to, you would piss on his grave right now. You know, you don't no respect.
Please not while we're next to it, though. Don't do that.
Yeah.
God, this coming from a paladin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for a fucking investigation 1. All right. All right. So and so I'm going to be adding. I'll just add these to your inventory here, right?
Yeah.
So
Did you do the gold and silver, Runa?
Oh, what were they?
25 gold and 110 silver.
25 gold, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
So...
And then how much silver?
110.
110? Okay. Okay.
Alright, and so... I'm adding a couple of items to your inventory now, Erin. The items that you find are... He was wearing an ornamental dagger, worth 125 gold. 2 silver rings,
Ooh.
worth 15 gold piece pop.
Hey.
Yeah. And then quantity 2, add 2 items, 2 backpack, and a silver amulet at 15 gold pieces worth.
Gold?
This guy was loaded.
Yep. Yeah.
Was.
Yeah. Yeah. And and on the inside of the sarcophagus now, you can see that with the writing, it's Runa notices it. It was written in Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
That this was a dragon priest.
Oh.
Cool.
Or the cult of the dragon.
Well, I relay that information to the party and say, this was a priest of the cult of the dragon, said so here in Elvish.
Yeah.
I guess it's good that we took care of him, regardless.
Yep. Yeah. Was sealed away via, a fairly simple yet effective enchantment.
You said 15 gold pieces, Zack?
No, they were. No, I gave you the items that are worth that amount.
You'll have to sell them or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you have the items in your inventory now. You may need to refresh D&D Beyond to see them, but yeah, you have 2 silver rings at 15 GP each, a silver amulet 15 gold pieces, and an ornamental dagger worth 125.
Wait.
Worth 125?
Wait.
Yes.
You didn't tell me how much it cost.
If you tap on it, Erin, it's in the description of the item. Just about everything in D&D Beyond, you can tap on and it will pull up a description of it.
Yeah, so if I do this.
Okay. I get it.
Yes. So there, it's basically like it's basically like having like liquid assets, right? Like it's not actual money right now,
Yeah.
but it can be if given to the right person.
Yeah.
And who knows, it may also be worth more depending on actions you take. Creativity is endless.
Damn.
All right,
I
so
just put a guiding bolt.
yeah,
That's kind of badass.
yeah, you got some good spell scrolls. This
Sure
was
do.
most definitely worth it.
I almost died, but we got some cool shit from it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Other than that, you really you don't see that there was much of anything else in the room.
I turn to Ralza and say, I see that you got those scrolls. At least somebody of the arcane arts has use of those, and they'd be lost on me.
I'm just glad that I got a spell that can heal stuff. I like hurting people.
I'm sure that'll come in handy. And then I'd like to move south and see what's down there.
Yeah.
Move south.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It looks to be a tiny little hallway.
Okay.
Probably wide. It's one person. It's going to be one person wide.
Okay. Can I see down it?
Yeah. You see, there's a wall right here, and it looks like it goes off further.
Okay.
You gonna go in and take a proper look?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Yep. Yeah. Just a nice dark passageway all the way down here.
I'll stealth down the passage.
All right. Roll for stealth.
All right, it's D20 plus my stealth.
Go no, no,
7 total.
All right. Yeah. There's nothing in here. You might not be the stealthiest right now, but you definitely feel stealthy.
It's a bit tight
Whether-
and cramped, so I'm kind of bumping into the walls and stuff.
Whether or not it was necessary. You see this. You come to this bigger room here,
Mhm.
and you can see at this wall there's a right here. There seems to be a slightly recessed bit. It almost looks like you could probably push that stone aside.
When as you're going down the hallway though, you remember the Emperor's New Groove? Where Kronk is around making his own theme music? Doing that.
God, it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's headcanon now. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna check out that recess then.
Yep. Yeah. It looks like it'd probably take a decent amount of effort, but it looks like you could either pull it back or push it in. I mean, there's really no handles to pull it back on, so you could probably just push it in. But it'll most definitely be easier with another person.
Okay. I'll call down the hallway and be like, "Hey, could one of you come in? Yeah."
Do you two follow down the hallway towards her voice?
go.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah.
There we go.
I'd say, could one of you help me? I don't know, pull this thing, perhaps.
Oh, we're pulling it?
Sure.
I'm down.
I guess everyone's pull it.
All right. Groot strength check.
Oh, here we go.
Nat 20.
19.
Please, please, please. 9.
All right, yeah. With the 19 and the nat 20. Surprisingly enough, again, no handles on this, but somehow, the strength of your fingers combined, you're able to, weirdly enough, pull it, 10 feet back into that small room with you, revealing, a nice little path. Just this stone thing, this pillar, is this quote pillar. It was a false pillar, and again, really doesn't seem like you should have been able to do it, but finger strength combined, you pulled it back, and you can now walk into here without going over the pit.
The power of friendship! Woo!
Listen, if our
I,
family was not enough, I would have fucking just used my hammer and
Just punches it.
All right,
Like I said, it looked like you could push or pull it.
I go walk back into the room with the sarcophagus,
All right,
and I untie my rope on this
and throw
end.
it to the other side.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yep. No problem.
and then I'll meet them back out on the other side.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go through the pillar then.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go through the pillar.
Oh.
Then I'm
Yep.
gonna go get my rope and put it back in my bag.
Yep. You recollect your rope easy enough. No
Yeah.
problem.
I'm turning to look at them and be like, I thought I was just gonna have to abandon this rope, but hey, that turned out pretty nice.
I think this was gonna be a false pillar. I wonder if we could have gotten there through the. I wonder if we
Having
could
a
have.
hard time speaking.
Yes. I wonder if we could have moved the pillar from this side. God damn it!
Yeah. You get the idea that what you did to get through there was you pulled on a push door and it still worked.
Cool. Friendship.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess now what?